Hey yo. Yo. Hey yo. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Hello. Hey. Now, at least I've been happy while I wasn't looking. Maybe. Just a little bit. I can have a frightened look on my face now. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got my renegade stream thing. I have emotions now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, be angry and stuff. But anyway, I had 2 renegade streams. Yeah. Where did you? I had 2 renegade streams. Get be on a Friday and a Saturday. I might keep doing those. I don't know. Just like fun stuff in the meantimes and whatnot. I've got lamb sitting, cooking. I mean, boiling. I mean, the kettle's boiling. I've been doing some thinking about my future and stuff. The background music's ridiculously loud. It probably is, isn't it? I'm gonna tune it down some. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. I've been doing some thinking about my future and stuff, and I don't know. I've got there's 3 paths in front of me. One is to finally finish my QTS and get my teacher training sorted and just put a bow on that so that I can close that part of my life. And the other 2, there's one that's kind of like a little bit difficult, but like I could probably work towards it, which is getting back into the lab. Any lab really, or a medical lab. My graduate, like my bachelor's was in applied biomedical sciences. I never really did much with that. So I was thinking maybe, going back into that. Now, you ready? Are you ready for the insane option? The nuclear option? Okay. Of course, I'll still do streaming and I'll still do art and stuff and everything alongside it. But the main course, like that's on the trading route on the way there. The main course, I hope you sit down. So, I'm interested in becoming a doctor. I didn't realize that there's courses called GEM, which is graduate entry medicine, I believe, or entry route into medicine, and like it's only 4 years as opposed to 6. I'd have to think about in law country. No, not in law country. Shush, me to Tamaton. You distracted me. I was telling Princess Amelia I was catching her up to date. And I'm not running any underground railroad, like trans hormone centered thing or whatever it's called. That would be me to Tamaton. No, I'm not doing it. Before you even, I'm preemptively shutting that idea down. So, like, because I've got a life sciences degree, I can do this 4-year accelerated course thing. But a new hurdle, a new challenger has approached. I've got to do this test thing called a UCAT. And it's actually interesting. Apparently, there's 2 entry exams that you can do. I mean, it's not vital that you get a good mark on it, but it basically determines which university you go to. It's an entrance exam. Thankfully, I've had a lot of practice with entrance exams throughout my entire life. My first 2 schools, I was on scholarship, baby. My ma couldn't afford that. She lived next to a petrol station in a mining town in the northeast of England. No, I use my brain puddings. Yeah, Melly's gonna attack and dethrone God. Yes, my drill will pierce the heavens. I recently watched Gurren Lagann. And it's scary how similar that story starts as to how my story started. I didn't realize there was a main protagonist that came from a mining town, so I was quite happy to see that. So yeah, like, and this kind of does, like, it somewhat gels with my plans for the future and like where, because I do want to go to North America eventually. But Right, okay. So there's two different exams. There's the MCAT exam, which is the American exam, and that actually involves an in-depth knowledge of science and psychology, which, you know, my A-level was in psychology and chemistry, and my bachelor's was in biological sciences. So, like, I feel like, obviously I'd need to do a lot of revision, but, like, that would be, yeah, Simone Transtergen. I mean, her name was Simone. What did you expect? But, yeah, what was it saying? Oh, he's gone. Train of thought derailed, killed millions. So yeah, there's that. It's a tad more expensive than the UK examination. It does occur more throughout the year, though. That's interesting. And it's also a little bit longer at 6 hours instead of 2. But the UK one, surprisingly, you don't need to actually have a knowledge of commenting while Melly is speaking is a bit like the trolley problem. Yeah. I will pretend I understand the correlation there. But yeah, no, surprising, in the UK, you don't technically need to have any kind of background in science. All the questions are technically, so like maths and English and comprehension and critical thinking and decision-making questions. So not whereas the American one, you know, might ask you to identify how many amino acids are in an RNA sequence, starting from like the start codon or starting from the stop codon and stuff, which again I know about. But like if I was saying to someone who had never, you know, like studied biology much past, you know, like their GCSEs, they don't. It is 7. Yes, that's the right answer. It wasn't. It was actually 2 codons, and I was like, oh yeah. And the way that you figure that out is by remembering your start and stop codon sequences. But I mean, G was a bit of a giveaway. But anyway, what was I saying? But that's just basic transcription, right? As DNA, RNA, protein. So like RNA makes a copy of the DNA, which is a bit like, it's like a handprint. So it's the same but opposite. And then you make proteins by putting amino acids together, and each amino acid has a little codon attached to it, which is a group of 3 basic cryption. Yes, means automaton. And then amino acids link together and they form proteins, and proteins are pretty much like the signaling molecules of the body. They do everything, right? Yeah. They are you. They're your cells. They're your they signal to other cells to do stuff and to switch on other genetics in your body. It's all interconnected. It's very, very fancy and cool. And also viruses as well. They're even cooler, especially retroviruses, because they just ignore the central dogma of biology, which is like this unified theory of biology, which is DNA, RNA, protein. And they just like go, you know what, we're gonna go in the reverse order. We've got this funky enzyme called reverse transcriptase, which, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm prattling on. I'm prattling on about codons. But I should have gotten that question right, but I didn't. I did do a test. I did a practice examination of the UCAT, and my God, it is like a 2-hour exam it's mentally fatiguing. Like by the end of it, like you were swimming in brain fog. You don't know. Hang on, I'm just gonna go get a cup of tea. I'll be right back. No, you're only supposed to have one sip when you're poorly, but I like this. Oh, this is a funky beat. Do you guys want to see like an example of the MCAT questions? Not the MCAT, the UCAT questions. Well, I can do that. Let's see. Oh, it's not that. Oh, it is kind of that. Mm. Screen up. Whoa! Look at that. Okay, well, it's me. That's not the you cat questions. Right. Be down there. What you wanna? Generation and classical conditioning. Oh, it's B. Oh, no, me or Tommy is 1 point up on me. Okay, correct answer is B. The skill tests the knowledge is blah, 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 blah. Okay. This question is to identify the process involved in the study that connects reducers responding to repeated stimulus and then a change in stimulus. Habituation, dishabituation. Yeah, I think what threw me was I was like, well, I know that. That's Pavlov. That's classical conditioning. So I was like, they are important. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's go with a biological question now. What type of functional group is formed when aspartic acid reacts with another amino acid to form a peptide bond? Not bomb. An amine group, an aldehyde group, an amide group, or a carboxyl group? I think it might be B, an aldehyde group. I want to say it's an amine group. Oh, I knew it was amine or amide. I was so close. Free amino acids and peptides. Okay. Next question. Hmm? I'm eating Pringles. I didn't eat, but I am. Which statement describes what the concept of cultural capital predicts? Cultural distinctions associated with the young will be more valued in the society. With improved communication, there will eventually be a convergence of cultural practices of all classes. Cultural distinctions by class will become less important during a recession because people will have less money to spend. Or, I'm giving you the answer. Oh, well, cultural distinctions associated with elite classes will be more valued within a society. Yeah, it was D. Okay. Starting with the translation initiation code on how many amino acids for this polypeptide does the sequence shown encode? Is 2. Definitely 8. No, it's 2. You got your initiation codons. You need to, contend with. Anyway. Right, this one threw me for a loop. I didn't know this one. I had to pre curses failed again. Okay, the radius of the aorta is about 1 centimeter. Blood passes through it at a velocity of 30 centimeters squared. A typical capillary has a radius of about 4 to the 10 to 4 to the negative 4 to the 10 negative 4 centimeters, with blood passing through a velocity of 5 times 10 to the negative 2 centimeters squared. Using this data, what is the approximate number of capillaries in the human body? I'm weighing meat. I think D. And C, obviously. Anyway, so the MCAT is very sciencey, like that, right? But the UCAT is actually, interestingly, like I said, it's kind of easier. So this is what it kind of looks like, right? And this is just verbal reasoning. So you'll have a huge little text wall here, right? And then you've just got to, it's basically like English comprehension, like we did in school. So based on the information in the special being inferred about traditional zombie culture, it was too gory, it was not very popular, it portrayed zombies as simple monsters, and dealt with societal effects of the zombie plague. Which, I think that's, that's nicer, that it's, easier, but at the same time, it's... Well, yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with medicine, but, but what the UK is interested in is these 4. It used to be abstract reasoning as well. I'm kind of sad they've taken that out because I'm really good at abstract reasoning. Spotting patterns and stuff. But they're like, nah, patterns aren't a good indicator showing patterns of learning. And then I feel like maybe people that weren't good at patterns maybe just had a bone to pick. I don't know. But they said it wasn't a good predictor of success. Anyway. Amelia, you still here? I've not bored you to death, have I? I hope not. What? That's you're not supposed to see that. That's behind the scenes stuff. I'm here. We need to resist State Princess Amelia. We have DCC's and Mally stat. I don't know. I'm waiting for Madhog to kind of show his face. We could always just play a game of Digimon, I guess. Yeah. So looking at it, I think it's a tricky exam, is the UCAT, but I believe testing starts in either June or July. So if I was serious about it, and if I was, actually gonna do it, I could put a couple of months, into preparing. you know, what is it, 4 months preparation. I could definitely, like, the quantitative questions, it does seem tricky. Well, no, I mean, you were looking at the MCAT, right? The UCAT is a lot nicer, but the caveat is that it's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes to do nearly over 200 questions. No, it's sorry, 2 hours, which sounds like a long time, but it really, really isn't, because you're gonna like basically. I was watching a guy who you know, had been through it all, and he works out to roughly, like, you get 60 seconds per question. 2 hours to do 2 minutes of questions. Yeah, right? What's also annoying is that each section is timed individually. So even if you finish it really quickly, then you know, there's no guarantee that you'll well, no, it not only is it not guaranteed, there's absolutely a possibility that that time gets carried on into the next section. Like, the time you get for each section is what you get for that section. I mean, like, okay, so either while we're waiting for Madhog, we could either play some Digimon, or I could show you my well, that does seem arbitrary. Or I could show you my skills in the quantitative section of the UCAT. Melly, you can show us anything you'd like. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Actually, I think the decision-making one is the funnest one, because it's kind of like puzzles and stuff. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's like puzzle, like working at puzzles and stuff. Yeah, logical puzzles. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Right. Oh, hang on. I need to change my screen. I can't read the question. Oh, no. We're going for 100%. 100% on this. There's only 32 questions. We can do this. In a mixed-gender school, all students must study at least 2 foreign languages of French, German, or Spanish. No boy studies all 3 foreign languages. Place yes if the conclusion does follow. Place no if it does not follow. No girl studies only French. All students must study at least 2 languages, so no. All of the boys study 2 foreign languages. Nobody... yes, because all students must study at least 2 languages. More girls than boys study foreign languages. No, that conclusion doesn't follow. Because we don't know how many girls there are. More girls than boys study 3 foreign languages. No, that doesn't follow. And at least 1 boy and at least 1 girl study the same pair of foreign languages. Oh, does that follow? There's 1 boy and 1 girl, 3. Yes, they must do, because there's only 3. Oh no, not necessarily. Not necessarily, right? Wait, how can it... No, right, logistically, like, you're assuming based on the number, but there's nothing there's no rule, I believe, there, that states that they are studying this. Oh, wait, no, they must, because they must study at least 2 foreign languages of these 2, so... No, it could be that just like all the boys like study German and Spanish and all the girls study French and German, and that wouldn't be the same pair. So it's no, right? I think so. I'm gonna go with that. Let's see if I get dead wrong. Okay, in a car park there are 50 vehicles, of which 30 are cars and the rest are vans. Right, so 20 vans. Half of the cars are blue and half are red. Okay. None of the red vehicles are vans. Right, so all the... right. So all the red cars are... Right, I need to do each of these in a minute, so I'm gonna have to... Yeah, you're right. I've got to do all of these in under a minute, so I need to really get my thinking skills faster than this. Right, so there's 50 cars. No. Which 30 are cars. None of the red vehicles are vans, so that's 20 blue vans. And 5 red vans. No, none of the red vehicles are vans. Right, so 5 red cars and 25 blue cars. So yes, some of the vans are blue. No, yes. All of the vans are blue because none of the red vehicles are vans. Yeah. The only red vehicles are cars. That's correct. All of the vans are blue or white. No, because... Oh, wait, no. Half the cars are blue and half the cars are red. It says half the cars are blue and half the cars are red. So we don't know that they're all blue or white. And red vehicles are cars. Yes. There are more blue cars than blue vans. Yes. Because 15 of the cars are blue. And we don't know how many vans there are, but it has to be less than... No, it doesn't have to be less than 20. It could be 20 blue vans. Because no. There are 2 vans. Stop! 20 vans! There are more red cars than red vans. Yes, because none of the bloody vans are red. Okay. What do we do then? We need like a timer. Remember, we need to get this in under a minute. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull a timer up. Isn't this fun revising for you, Cat? I started today. Okay. Timer of 1 minute. No. Right, okay, we're ready. Whew, okay, here we go, okay, let's go. Oh no, it's all going wrong. Okay, oh, I remember this one. Skinks and garters are 2 different types of lizard. Got 46 seconds left. All Dravakis are skinks and all reptiles are lizards. So no lizards are skinks. No, some skinks are lizards. All Dravasi are reptiles. Yes, because Dravasi are skinks and all lizards are reptile. Wait. Yes, because skink is a type of lizard. Yes. No, Dravasis are iguanas. No, because... Yes, no, it's a negative. Some reptiles are skinks. Yes. Animal skinks are Dravasi. Yes. No. Ah! No, all Dravasi are skinks. No, all skinks are Dravasi. I think I got that right. Wait, what? Whoa. Yeah, Melly, please close some of your tabs. No. Wait, which one's no? No lizards are skinks. No, all Dravasis are reptiles. Not all skinks are Dravasi. Yeah, no, I got that one. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. all students from high school received a grade A in science. And oh no, I need to hang on. This is part of the question. All students from high school received a grade A in science, and no student in high school received a grade B in history. Senior school admits students only if the student has an A grade in history. Place yes. Carol studied at high school before moving to senior school, so she must have received an A in both science and history. Yes. Senior school. No. Because they only admit if it's in history. They don't care about the A in science. Senior school does not offer a science course. No, we don't know that. As Monica attended high school, she did not attain grade B. No, it's not implied by that. No high school can be admitted into a senior school. No. And Sam received it. Oh, I'm so close to getting into that time limit. So she must have gotten an A. No, not necessarily. Because look, right, she received an A in science. No student in the high school received a grade. Oh, no. Yes, none of them received a grade B in science. So she must have gotten it by default. Right, you're absolutely right. And Sam received a grade B in history, so he did not attend high school. Yeah. Is that right? So that one should be yes. Yeah, no, I see where you're coming from with that one. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, did it get the rest of the questions right? I think it did. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with your guess. Okay, in this forest, not all delicious trees are objects of admiration. However, all delicious trees in this forest are 20 feet tall, except for the potentilla and daphne. Not all delicious trees are objects. So they're all 20 feet tall. All delicious trees are 20 feet tall. Except for these two. How many objects are in there? Well, not all delicious trees are objects of admiration, which means that some delicious trees are objects of admiration, which means that they're 20 feet tall. The maple is... Oh, not delicious, deciduous. A delicious tree. And yes, yeah. If a maple is a delicious tree, deciduous tree found in this forest, it is... Yes. Not all objects are admiration in this forest are 20 feet tall. So not all of them are deciduous trees. No, I think. Doesn't follow, yeah. If a 20 foot tall deciduous tree in this forest is an object of admiration, it is neither. Yes, because it gives us that at the end. Potentially objects of admiration that are either more than. Huh? We know it's not true, less than 20 feet tall. Well. Potentia and Daphne objects are that are either more than 20 feet tall or less than 20 feet tall. No, they can't be more than 20 feet tall. So it just said that they're all 20 feet tall except for these ones. Oh, wait. No, because it could be more than that. It just says that they are 20 feet tall except for these two. So, yes? Objects of admiration. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, no, it doesn't say that they're objects of admiration. You're right. All the people live in the house except for Jim like tea. Oh, hang on. Okay. All the people who live in the house, except for Jim, like tea. More than one person in the house like coffee. Except for Jim, like tea. More than one person in the house likes coffee. Well, we don't know that Jim likes coffee. We just know that he doesn't like tea. If a person in the house does not like coffee, they must like tea? No. Because they could like both. If a person in the house does not like tea, it must be Jim. Yeah. If only two people in the house like coffee, one must be Jim. No. And if someone in the house likes coffee and tea. No. Yeah, I think that was, yeah. If it was tea or coffee are the only options, then some of these follow. Feels like false dichotomy. Yeah. Oh, okay. We actually did that one. We did that one in 1 minute. Nice. Okay, I'm only gonna do 10 questions and then I'm gonna see if we got them right. Okay. All aspects of business are either manageable or unmanageable, but none of the unmanageable aspects of business are related to finance or technology. Employee satisfaction is a manageable aspect of the business. This has nothing to do with medicine! It's... All aspects of the business are either manageable or unmanageable, but none of the unmanageable aspects of the business are related to finance or technology. Employee satisfaction is a manageable aspect of the business. There's some aspects of the business are manageable. Yes. Employee satisfaction is the only manageable aspect of the business. No, there are other manageable ones. All aspects of the business related to finance or technology are unmanageable. No, they are manageable. All unmanageable aspects of the business are... All unmanageable aspects of the business are related to neither finance nor technology. Yes. And all manageable aspects of the business are related to finance and technology. No, no. Only unmanageable aspects of the business. Yes, there are other things that are manageable. Right? Am I right on that? I think so. Okay. Right. In the university, there are two different types of biologists, zoologists and botanists. Viv, the biologist, is not a botanist. Some biologists are male. There are two different types, this and this. So if she is not this, then she is this. Viv, who is not a botanist, must be male. No. Some botanists are male, yes. At least one of the biologists is female. Yes, because some are male. Not all zoologists are female. That doesn't... Because we don't know. Oh, baby, we're on a roll. Okay, let's go. All rice is inedible unless it has been boiled. Salt is necessary to make rice edible. If rice is edible, it must have been boiled. Yes? If rice has been boiled, it must be edible. What? Is that one the same? Oh, no, I can go off. Edible rice must have been boiled and salted. Well, I don't put salt on my rice. But yeah. If rice has been salted, it must be edible. Yum. If rice has been boiled, it must have been salted. No. Okay. Let's see how we did. I didn't time that. I feel like a big dummy. No, presence of salt doesn't mean that it's ever been boiled. Well, yeah, of course. Okay, let's see. Okay, to question 10. Let's see. What? Does not conclude. All rice is inedible unless it has been boiled. But it's inedible unless it has been boiled. How does that not follow? I'm confused. I got it right. No, I didn't get it right. It says it doesn't follow. Oh, no, sorry, it does follow. I'm reading that wrong. Oh, okay. Next one. Does not follow. Yes, I got that right. Does follow. Yes. Does not follow. Does not follow. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, sorry, that made me confused. Okay, previous question. Let's see how I did. Okay. So, first one. Does follow. Yes. Does not follow. No. Yes. Does not follow. Oh, what did we get wrong? Some botanists are male. As there is a possibility that all botanists are female. Oh, of course, yeah. Wait, no. Oh, because no, they're both two different types of biologists. Not all biologists are botanists. Yeah, no. I see where it went wrong. Okay, so we're 1 out of 10 at the minute. Does follow, does not follow, does not follow, does follow, does follow. Yeah, 2 out of 10. Let's go. Okay, no, yes, no, does follow. What? Hang on. Someone in the house likes coffee and tea. Does follow. Because more than one person in the house likes coffee, right? So it would be impossible for them to not like tea as well, yeah. Nothing to suggest that, so, although it could be Jim, it could also be another person there. Ah, yeah, okay. Well, still, what did we have? We've got 2 out of 10. Let's go. Right, okay. It does not follow. Oh, we failed this. Patil and Daphne are the only 2 deciduous trees that are just and they are not. So the first one doesn't conclude. It doesn't follow because one scenario is that Patil and Daphne are the only 2 deciduous trees that are objects of admiration. And they are not 20. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Okay, we're still at 2 out of 10. This isn't looking good, guys. I'm going on with the tree question. No, I'm sure, it's fine. Right, okay, does follow, because since some poets present at least one storyteller... What? Because since some poets were not storytellers, at least one storyteller was a poet and still poet. Oh, that should have been yes. Oh, I should have changed that. Okay, we're still 2 out of 10. This isn't looking good. All students from high school received anything. Okay. Yes, does follow, does not follow, does not follow, does not follow, does follow. Yay, we got 3 out of 10. Woo! Okay. Let's see. Does not follow, does follow, does follow, does follow, does not follow. Yes, we got 4 out of 10. Woo, we've almost got a passing grade. Does not follow. Some of the vans are blue. No! It never says that they have to be blue. We're only told that they're not red. Oh, I feel like a dummy. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. We need to get at least 5 out of 10. Alright, okay, first conclusion. Does not follow. Good. Does not. Does follow. Yes. Does not follow. Does not follow. Does not follow. Woo! 5 out of 10. This terrible, abysmal, but it's the first day, so I'll give myself a little bit of a break. 50%, baby. Right. Let me see. Melody. Oh, there he is. Hi, madhog. Nope.
Melody?
Yeah?
Hey there.
Hi. You ready?
How are you?
I'm doing good. I got Princess Amelia and madhog in the... Nito Tomaton in the chat.
That's great.
You okay?
I'm glad. No, actually, I'm having a terrible day. It's mostly editing woes. the kind that tends to pop out when you least expect them, and they kind of ruin everything, and then you get nothing done by the end of the day, and all you have accomplished is that feeling where you want to bury yourself and suffocate. Yeah, well, we're here anyway. And also, so I noticed that somebody has been editing your VODs and you posted them on YouTube. That's great. That's. I'm glad you have somebody who does that. Please.
Me.
You did that?
I did.
Oh, you did that.
Yeah.
Okay, then allow me to give you a couple of pieces of advice, if you will. Listen, I'm speaking from experience.
I know you know what you're doing.
Yes, I'm speaking from experience here. Slow down. Slow the hell down.
Okay.
You've streamed those games. You've streamed Saints Row 2 days ago. You've streamed what's it called, the Jacket and Dank yesterday, and today you have already posted two fully edited videos of both playthroughs, and all I have to say to that is slow down. Slow down. Take your time. You're not in a rush here. You're going to burn yourself out in no time whatsoever if you keep this pace. Don't do that. Again, I'm speaking from experience as somebody who's been burned out by editing several times. Also, you should not be posting both videos at the same time, the same day. You should do at the very least one per day. That's you need to find a healthy pace for production and upload. Otherwise, you will end up haggard and mentally overburdened in no time. I'm begging you. Don't add. This is supposed to be something you do because you like doing it. Don't turn it into a second or third job, because it will become that and it will kill you, metaphorically speaking. I'm being and I'm saying this because I care about you and your health. So that's my piece. At the end of the day, it is your decision, but
job isn't good enough to merit job 2.
And also, but aside from that, good job on the editing. It's nice. It's fun. You clearly have. I mean, you obviously already have a sense of comedic timing. You know when it's time to do the zoom in and the zoom out, so to speak. Very nice. I used to edit.
Whenever I scream, I do a zoom in.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I also clipped that that time you emitted the most guttural raw scream of rage and despair ever uttered by a human being, because you were losing at Jack and Dexter.
Well, that was that boss fight, wasn't it?
Yes, it was that terrible boss fight. It was so genuine, I had to clip it. In fact, I titled it Chill Gaming ASMR, parenthesis loud. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I managed to get me.
That's fine.
I'm trying to get you now. You must be one of these browser sources.
Well, let's see what are you up to. And the connection isn't so good.
I'm trying to get you on the couch.
Okay. So as always, I will resume not to look at chat. In fact, I will close down my browser and do literally nothing else but speak to you in a conversation on Discord, because after the day I've been having, I don't trust this computer to be able to do multiple things at once.
No, you're.
But anyway, so.
Oh, my VC avatar is still on screen though. Oh, 1 second. We're almost there.
By the way, I have no. Is it just me, or has your 3D avatar has it been upgraded? I saw a few more facial expressions, a bit more details.
Yes, I can control my expressions.
Very good. It is very good. I like it. I like it very much. You know what that means? It means that we can finally do the playlist meme using your 3D avatar. Okay, so this is I understand that this was a while ago, but I tend to remember the darnest things. Some time ago, as I said, I took a well-known meme template of the person reacting to their favorite playlist, and I added the playlist that you usually use in your streams, including some tracks from Cybersleuth. And I said to you, wouldn't it be funny if we actually used your avatar to do that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Would be great, Anna. Would be great, actually. Would be. I still think it would be fine and fun. See, I said that I am mostly burnt out on editing and all of that. But there are a few things that still bring me joy, and that's making very, very short YouTube poop videos, which it has been the opposite. It's basically being the opposite track for me, because most people start by making joke videos like that, and then they try to make more long form videos. To me, it was the opposite. I immediately upgraded to video reviews. Such was the style at the time. But then yes, I became disenchanted with the whole format, so I started doing podcasts instead. Then I became disenchanted with that because I realized how much I hated editing audio. It's the most tedious thing in the universe. It's not difficult, but it is tedious. And at some point, I came to realize that I don't really like editing anymore, so I started writing instead. Now, writing, I can do that very well, and I like it. But on occasion, I still make some videos here and there. For example, the thing I was working on today was basically the finishing touches for that musical game show I do with my friends, which is titled, Speak Confidently Wrong. It's a very cool idea I had about...
Is it like a quiz show?
Yes, it's a quiz show in which my contestants have to correctly guess. They will hear a piece of music, a sample of music, and they must deduce and must guess, within a limited time, of course, from which video game it originates.
That's kind of cool. Wait, so
yes, it's... Well, funny you should say that. There is a whole playlist on my YouTube channel, and also this is not the first time I talked about it with you. In fact, I proposed to both you and Sushi Witch to be participants in it, but she said, no, I'm terrible at recognizing music.
But the thing is, madhog, right? You start to learn things about yourself when you're editing your own footage. For example...
tell me about it.
I will just zone out and start playing video games when there's someone in the room, and they'll say something, and it's like it's a perfect time for me to bounce off of it and stuff.
But you don't realize they said anything. Yes, I've noticed that.
I'm sorry, what? No.
Exactly. Exactly.
No,
It's actually quite hard to balance your attention span when you're doing multiple things at once. Some people can multitask, but not me.
what?
And
I got multitask. I think
it is, but
because I don't. I didn't think.
Melody, it is multitasking because you're playing a video game, you're talking with a friend, and you are entertaining an audience on Twitch, which, by the way, you are running a stream. So technically, you're doing 4 things at once.
I guess so. But I think it's just like I wasn't thinking about actively listening. Like I am now, but I think the most embarrassing thing was from the Jack and Dexter stream, the first one. I think Helena said I think Ponyo came up, right? She hadn't heard of Ponyo.
Ponyo.
And
Yes.
I said, "What's Miyazaki film, right?" And it's his take on the Little Mermaid. And she
Yes.
said, "Oh, I've only seen one of Miyazaki's films. It was that thing about the ghosts in the wash house." And I'm just like dead silent. Like I don't even realize she said that. Because it's like, and like I was almost screaming at the editing software. It's like, it's Spirited Away. Answer her question. Like, tell her what it is. Don't leave her in like. And I was just, I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. That description, that is a terrible description for Spirited Away. I too would have taken a minute to understand what they were talking about.
No, I got it. Like ghosts and bathhouses. Yeah. No,
Yes, okay. Well, you are experiencing what I have experienced when I started doing editing on my own material. The first thing I noticed is that I hated the sound of my own voice. To this very day, I still don't like it very much. I hated how fast I was talking and how difficult sometimes it was to understand what I was saying because I would, as the Italian expression goes, eat all my words.
What's the expression like in Italian? Like how do you say that?
Ti mangi le parole. You eat your words.
Ti mangi
le parole.
Le parole.
Yes, you eat your words, which is to say you speak fast and you don't enunciate properly. So what comes out of your mouth is basically a soup word, a word soup, actually. And you aren't very clear and people have trouble understanding you. And when you do a lot of audio recordings, such as I have over the course of the years, I've come to appreciate how hard it is to properly talk, to properly hold a conversation, which is why I tend to be much slower in my approach to conversing. And I try to pay attention as much as I can to what comes out of my mouth. And that's a difficult skill to develop. And all of that. And this is why I can't really do high energy all the time. But I think considering what our general dynamic is, you are the high energy one, I am the low energy one, and we kind of bounce off each other in that sense. So I always say that you have an absolutely lovely voice, perfect, very relaxing to listen to, and also very funny if you want to be quirky and all that. And then you get taken aback by the occasional guttural scream that comes out of nowhere, and that really holds your attention for a bit. And it's very funny because it is very contrasting to your usual bubbly personality.
I'm listening.
No, I'm saying, you see, okay, you're not listening as always. What I'm saying is that it is a nice contrast to your otherwise bubbly personality that takes people takes people by surprise, and it's funny because of that. Comedy is generated by contrast and subversion more often than not.
Then maybe I don't even have enough skin, so like maybe I because I have so much skin, I'd never have done a bad thing. And you know, let the pigeon go and let him be free. Go pigeon, fly.
But you have a tendency to mumble a lot. Which is not. I mean, there is nothing. there is nothing wrong with that if you're putting on the bubbly act like that, which is actually on par with the persona you're presenting on screen. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is that if you're holding a conversation with someone else and then you start to go, I can't possibly follow what you're saying. And
No, you know what? I realize what it is. It's like I lean back in my chair and like it sounds like this, doesn't it? It's like you'll have said something. It's like, and what do you think about that, Mel? I go like, yeah, it's
right. Which brings me to my next point, and that point being value the distance between you and your microphone.
I constantly forget that the microphone's there. I need one of those.
Yes.
I need one of those. What are they called? Those things, lapel, like a lapel mic.
Okay, so if you allow me to pull off the curtain for a second here, I am using a Blue Yeti as a microphone, which is not the best USB microphone one can get, but it is the best for my needs and for my hobbies. And I don't really need to spend more money on a more expensive microphone because I would still be recording in my room, not a professional setting.
No, I get that, but like you can get those, you can get lapel mics quite cheap, can't you?
Sure, but I don't want to. I have two microphones free if you count the starter ones. I don't do this as a job, this is a hobby. So it's good enough for me. But as I was saying, I'm always mindful of the distance between myself and the microphone. I'm standing upright in my chair. About
standing in your chair.
you know what I mean.
Sitting upright. Yeah, no.
I'm sitting upright.
In my head.
Yes, I'm standing. I'm doing acrobatics on my chair.
Very, very tiny. Madhog, are you like 2 inches tall? You're standing in a chair.
I'm actually closer to. I'm about. Do you understand the metric system, Melody?
Yes.
Okay, then in that case, I'm about over 190 centimeters,
Oh no,
give
I
or
don't
take.
understand it that far. Yeah, you have to give it to me in feet and inches.
Okay, I think last time I checked that would be 6 feet and 2 or 3 inches. I think.
You would
what?
tower. You're 6'2". You'd tower over me. I'm like 5'8", maybe 5'8.5" at a push.
Okay, well.
I'm not. But
yeah,
no means I'm not like small or anything. But you know.
I think that's the average height for a female.
Femoid from the UK.
I don't know what the national average is, but anyway, what was I saying? All right, so I'm sitting upright on my chair. There is, I guess, about a good 10 to 20 centimeters between me and my microphone. Do the translation in feet yourself.
I thought you were about to say 10 or 20 centimeters from your ceiling. I was like, oh my god,
I have the fortune of living in a big house, so that was never an issue. Nice. But okay, so the microphone is at a good distance from me. Usually they would tell you to use a one of those apparati that would shield the microphone from popping as you speak to it. I forget what the technical term it is, but you can
pop filter.
Yes, the pop filter. Well, you know what I use instead of an official pop filter?
Pair of tights stretched over hanger.
Close. I use a sock. It's good enough. My only issue, and that's an issue that I have never and probably will never be able to solve, is that I am unable to speak at a monotone. That is to say, my pitch is constantly varying. Sometimes I'll be speaking normally like this. Some other times I'll be screaming like this, and audio balancing becomes an issue because of that. but I cannot bring myself to have a consistent tone. That only happens when I am self-conscious and super tired, as I am right now. So ironically, I think some of my best material comes when I am drained. So here we are, and I hope the small advices that I have been bestowing upon you, my wisdom that I'm passing to the younger generation and whatnot. There's only 4 years between us, but never mind that. I hope this will help you in the future.
In there. It's getting in the brain cogs.
But again, lesson number 1: pace yourself, take frequent breaks. Do not, and I repeat, do not do everything that you could possibly do in one day. Nobody is giving you a schedule. You're only forcing a schedule upon yourself, and you are being miserable for basically because of your own actions.
I don't know. The editing wasn't like it wasn't amazingly bad. It was
No, but like I said, you have just begun this, so you're feeling the rush of getting this done.
Yeah.
So much so that you made the mistake of uploading them both the same day.
I got excited though.
like I said, but this is the initial rush of adrenaline. Sooner or later, all the dopamine will be sucked out dry from your brain, and
dopamine.
You will be left with a lot of tiredness. So again, you better start quick and start early to find a pacing for this if you want to do this often. If you do not want to do this often, then go crazy, I guess. But if you're doing this every week, then I am begging you on my knees to take care of yourself.
I mean, we've not done any more Saints Row like that. That's literally all of the Saints Row so far. That we've done.
Speaking of which, I editing our Digimon streams is taking also a toll on my mental health. I have only finished doing the first 2 streams out of I don't know how many. They will be done when they will be done, but my old computer is at its limit. At some point, I will have to get a new one. And I'm not looking forward to that as well. But anyway,
what are you gonna get?
probably another laptop, Windows 10, because I will kill myself before getting Windows 11. The thought of giving money to Microsoft already disgusts me, but the other option is freaking Macintosh, and I would like to be able to play video games on it.
Oh, incidentally, which editing software do you use? Because I'm using DaVinci.
Okay.
Right.
So, that brings me to advice number 4 or 5. I lost count. Always have backups for backups.
Yes.
I have several editing softwares. For several years, I've been using Pinnacle, which it's not the best.
Oh.
It's a serviceable software that can allow you to do most of what you already do with any other software. Nothing special. I have the 18 version, which by this point has been out of date for over a decade, but I don't care about upgrading it because A, it would be an expense, and 2, I don't think my computer could handle it. But there you go, I have Pinnacle. Then also I have Audacity for audio, if I'm doing something a bit more complex. Like, for example, I have recorded some footage using my video recorder, which is Bandicam.
I love how you pronounce things, like probably how like English should pronounce them, but we don't. So
okay, fair enough.
Footage is definitely like a French word, like footage, but
footage.
We say footage. with an itch.
Yeah, I usually say footage, but sometimes I say footage. But anyway, footage. I record
The
footage
other one
with
as well was
Bandicam.
Audacity. We just go Audacity.
Audacity. But I tend to maybe I want my audio to be less with
Audio.
less background noise, so I use Audacity to that extent. Then
Princess Amelia said that she turned to Linux in 2006 and never looked back. I see people not liking the look of Windows 11 and being like, I did that back with Windows Vista. That's
right, that one. But anyway, and also sometimes, because I'm being cheeky, I will also use my old, trusty, and decisively limited Windows Movie Maker.
Yes,
Windows Movie Maker.
That. I love it.
Yes. In fact, I will be honest with you. 100% of all the streams featuring you and me for Digimon, they have been edited with Windows Movie Maker.
Oh my god.
For one simple reason, because the quality would be too compressed using Pinnacle, but Windows Movie Maker does not have that problem. The only issue with that is that the videos are huge by the end of it. So and I'm running out of space to store them. So I have to be resourceful about that. Also, on top of everything else I just mentioned, I have taken the liberty of downloading a video converting software. That would be the backup for the backup for the backup. It's called FreeMake. It can be downloaded for free. It converts every file into other files. Audio to video, video to audio, several formats available.
Wait, what's happening?
FreeMake.
No. I mean with Hyakumon. So it did turn into a Shellmon, but it's digivolving again.
Melody, have you started playing the game?
Oh my god, I knew that was something that I'd forgotten. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Madhog. Hang on, give me a second.
Chat.
Chimney Christmas.
Be honest with me. Be honest with me. How much of this conversation had happened while Melly was playing Digimon Survive and I was none the wiser?
No, don't. It's fine.
This is a new Academy record, as they say, Melody.
It's been like maybe 40 minutes, maybe. No. I mean, okay. So I don't know. Can you see my screen?
I can see it. Yes. It's having some issues running.
Oh, right. I need to hang on. Let me drop the frame rate.
Right. So this is a pivotal moment, I see.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to call attention to it and stuff, because I was like, oh my god, what's happening, Madhog? And then yeah.
Right.
The mistake I'd made. I was like,
so how much exactly did I miss?
Not much. They were on the beach, and then I unlocked my favorite aspect of this game, free bet. And I got 9 free
Yes,
moves.
Free bat. That's great.
But yeah, I thought Sayakamon had already digivolved. Hence the confusion.
I think it's time for her ultimate evolution then.
Hang on. I've done one more dingus thing. I've moved at the Discord in front of things so I can't see the... There we go. I bought a Mac so that I wouldn't feel bad about my huge unplayed Steam library. Yeah, I mean, that's valid. That checks out.
Well, you could do what I did, and that is to buy a Steam Deck. On occasion, they if you can afford it, that is. It is more affordable than most consoles anyway.
So can you play pretty much any game that you have on Steam on the Steam Deck?
Well, you see, for the most part, it is great because you can play almost everything that's ever been made, but there are some games who unfortunately aren't well calibrated for the Steam Deck as of now. They usually are too old to be even considered possible to play on Steam Deck. Some other times you have to gamble because the games themselves don't know if they work well on Steam, and you are there to find out for yourself. And the good thing about Steam, one of the few positive things about Steam, is that they have a good functioning refund policy. So you can hit the bricks if the game doesn't work, and no questions asked. And also, what else is good about it? Sometimes you get demos.
The thing I kind of like about Steam is just like, I suppose its origins, like, you know, Valve was like just hot off the like presses with like Portal 2 and like Half-Life 2 and stuff. It's like, okay, we're gonna finally count to 3. No, instead we're gonna make a multi-billion-dollar games platform that everybody will agree is slightly better than the other ones. I was like, well, okay, I guess.
Yeah, slightly better is good.
Yeah.
I will say this about Steam: it's complete. It's complete and utter lack. It's complete and utter lack of any and all policies for quality and all of that. Their complete negligence in running the show has led to a few positives that you would not expect otherwise.
What's it gonna become? It's gonna become Golfmon? No, Murmaramon. It's a Murmaramon!
Yes.
Oh,
yes, it is.
Cool.
Are you happy? Are you finally content with one of your Digivolutions?
I am, because, you know,
This is
it's pretty lady.
this is the first time I saw this Digimon myself. So the good thing about Steam being the way it is that games like, say, Cruelty Squad or Click Holder or even the Fear and Hunger series, truly bizarre, fringe, interesting, diverse art would not have found an audience so easily if people didn't organically discover them for themselves and then push them in the forefront with reviews and downloads and whatnot. A much more severely, rigidly handled digital shop would have simply buried all the pornography and all the weirdness, all the weird fringe material in favor of the usual AAA mega games, right?
Wait, what you described?
But
are you talking about Steam?
I'm talking about. I was talking still about Steam. You see, you are here demonstrating what we have been talking about earlier on with your attention span.
I'm not gonna zone out anymore and just play games and just ramble on.
Yes.
Ignoring my guests. I'm making a change, and I'm not gonna do none of that no more.
Mm-hmm.
You just stick on the screen.
You see, you do that, and then I lose my own train of thought. So we end up swimming in a circle.
No,
right.
Okay,
so
the thing that snapped me back from my trance was like you were saying there was something like pornographic about the like.
Okay, so in theory, in actuality, factually, the best digital front store is itch.io. Because it's entirely dedicated to obscure, small indie projects, fringe material, even pornography. But all of that can be found relatively easily on Steam as well, because they don't make the
more blue.
targeted effort to not publish any of them. If it were a Sony or a Nintendo or an Xbox digital store. You can find pretty much everything and anything on Steam. So it's a thing that they have this complete lack of quality control. On the other hand, there is obviously something truly awful with such a lack of control, because it gets to the point where you might find on your front page of Steam a Nazi 4 game because enough people liked it. And that happened to me once. So there is a lot of garbage, a lot of shovelware. But you know what? That's a bigger issue for Nintendo as well.
With
the games they approve
sometimes you find
are
gems
just
in there, you know? You give them a little polish.
unacceptable.
And what is this? Like, a boost funnel?
No, by shovelware I mean the app flips. The AI generated slop, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know.
The really unacceptable ones.
Wasn't Stanley Parable like a bunch of assets that were? Wasn't that kind of like an asset flip with like Gary's mod and everything? So kind of. I mean, it wasn't as shameless as like some of the newer stuff, but like I'm just saying, there's potential to be had in asset flipping, and like Stanley Parable kind of proves that, no? Does that count as asset flipping? I don't know. Madhog? I think he's gone. Oh no. Hopefully his internet comes back, or whatever's happening. That, or I've offended him, and he will not took anymore. Remember when shovelware meant low effort rather than no effort? Those were the days. Hopefully he comes back. Maybe I should message him on Discord. Wait, does he have the stream open? Like maybe he can... Oh, there you are. You're back.
I'm having issues with the connection stability on my end.
I can't understand. Actually, I just assumed that I'd gone too far when I said
I cannot hear you. I can hear
you. I mean, you'll find out when it comes time to editing. And this will be a very awkward, one-sided conversation. Oh, he's gone. Fifth adventure, huh? That's interesting. Oh, Madhog, oh no, you returned for a little bit. And he's gone again. Back when I was a kid, this place really reminds me of that. Yeah, I can see this place as a real Nice find, my dude. So Seakamon just up and switches gender presentation when they digivolve. I like that. Unless she's using dude in the gender neutral sense. Pretty neat. Okay. Got 2 moves left. Oh, we're gonna check something out with the camera. Where's the camera? Oh, we got an all-out banana. Noise. try and rejoin the call, madhog? Give me a sec. Hang on tight, chat. I'm gonna go rescue him. Okay. Are you back? I'm guessing not.
Melody, do you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Switch to the server, Melody, if you can hear me.
Okay. Okay, I'm in the server. Hopefully madhog joins me in there.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, the server has better infrastructure, as I surmised. Okay. So,
Right.
I'm back.
Back to the game. Ugh.
I'm back, chat. I think everything is fine. Let's cross our fingers.
Remember when oh my I can't read what it hang on. I did that thing again where I moved Discord in front of OBS so I can't see what chat is saying. Everything is in I blame Chrome tabs. Everything is in the acceptable parameters. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. And everything is awesome. Everything is
Okay, so what did I miss in the 2 minutes I wasn't here?
not much. We looked around the old shopping district, the abandoned thing. Torched some people.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome. Na 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 na. I remember when I was obsessed with that song.
It's pretty cool. Okay.
Hmm. No, I'm still having issues. I'm still having issues. This is not resolving, apparently.
I'm sorry. We could call the stream a bit early if you just wanted to finish at like 9 instead. I won't be opposed to that. Can you hear me now? Hi, madhog. I'm gonna try without streaming. Is that any better?
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, so this is not one of those good days. Apparently, there is just an issue with. I remember what we did last time to try and mitigate this. You started streaming the desktop instead of the game instead.
Okay.
Instead of the game itself. Let's see if that
Give me
works.
a second. Let me sort that out for you.
I'm sorry about this.
It's okay. It's this one. There you go.
Let's see if this works.
I was apologizing, not saying stop being weird. Silly game. How far are we through the game, out of interest? Like, are we a quarter of the way in, half the way in? I'm doing that thing where I lean back again away from the microphone. And I've covered up the chat with my Discord. Hang on. I've gotta go into Task Manager every time I want to move the thing on another thing. There's no shame in dropping the stream if that happens. It's okay. We'll just blame Lombards. Yeah. Lombards. Whoever those people is, or organization is, or creature is. What is a Lombard? It sounds like something, like a little critter that attacks your back. Like the cavity creeps from, was it Colgate? I feel like the gameplay is very much on theme based on what's happening at the moment. It's like, should I try and force everyone to feel a bit better? No, you're not wrong, Agumon. I think everyone's feeling a little bit tense. Madhog's disappeared off the face of the earth. We're trying to get this stream going, and we only got 5 out of 10 on the practice questions on the UCAT. What can I do to make people feel better? You know, sometimes, Kuma, you can't do that. You gotta let them be upset, and, you know, it was a bad idea to make them work. Just try to lighten the atmosphere. Talking about something. Right? We believed in you to a rational extent. Yay! Oh, are you back?
Yes, I closed and restarted the Discord to see if that miraculously fixes the issue.
Has it?
No. Okay, so apparently the Discord doesn't want me to see what you're playing. So
Just giving you, like,
guess that's not happening.
squares.
Well, it's okay. You can keep playing. I will just continue talking to you as if nothing happens.
I'll describe what's happening on screen. So basically, everyone's kind of sick and tired of everything that's going on. It said it was very thematically apt, based on what's happening at the minute. And then it was like, are you gonna cheer people up? Are you gonna tell them to have a rest? Are we gonna talk about something? I'm like, well, let's talk about something. That usually helps. That didn't help. And now enemies are swarming, I think.
Yep, pretty much. I don't think anything interesting will happen for the next few hours of gameplay. The most interesting... most interesting development, so...
How
already...
Because I asked you this, but like, I think you were having connection issues. How far into the game are we? Like, 25%?
Well, let's see.
Halfway?
Well, let's see. The two major plot twists already happened. Kids have died, and their respective Digimon. I say you're looking at several chapters of battles with recurring villains, and then the plot gets going. I don't remember how much you have left. You just beat the 5th one, correct?
Yes.
I think this game has 12 chapters.
Oh gosh. We're not even halfway.
Which is the average number of chapters for this sort of game. So you can... Some chapters will be shorter than others. It all depends how much time you waste on one screen of the game without ever moving the plot forward, and how many free battles you like to do, because I think you could just...
Free bat? Thank you.
Yes, I definitely mean free bat. How did you know? So yes, I think it's looking dire for you. And let's see if the game can hold your attention. We've seen its biggest strengths, and we've definitely seen its biggest weaknesses.
At the moment, I'm battling like a million billion Batemons.
Okay, did you have to do it, or was it a free bat?
No, it wasn't a free
bat.
Although I did choose Batemon as one of the people that I'm using, and I'm hoping that this doesn't get confusing. I feel like
right. Also, since we are alpha way through the game, I might as well spoil a couple of things for you, gameplay-wise. So, this is something I told you already, actually, but it bears repeating. If you want your non-main character units to evolve properly, you would need particular items that you find in the world, or during a battle, or during free actions. You would need those in order to digivolve those digimons. And in fairness, I think it's a much more straightforward way to do it than to do literally everything you would need to do in a regular Digimon game. So that's refreshing.
That kind of harkens back to Digimon World 1, because there were a lot of key items in that game.
Yes, but really what you needed to do in order to get the desired result was to play and engage with the stat economy, as we established, spending an inordinate amount of hours digivolve and de-digivolving your little creatures and powering up their stats up until you reach a ceiling that you can only break if you do more digi and de-digivolving. And then there's Cam and Abby, which are just there to mess with you as far as stats are concerned. And really, Cyber Sleuth and subsequently Hacker's Memory were the more accessible version of all that, which is saying something. Oh, by the way, this is your reminder that I have unlocked and collected every single Digimon in Cyber Sleuth / Hacker's Memory, all 341 of them, with that very specific system that forced me to do things the hard way. I did that. Hooray for me. I've been thinking also. I have played enough creature collector games of that particular genre that I think it might warrant a ranking system for them. I already know which are my number 1 and 2, and I already know which one is my least favorite. Do you think it would be fun and fine if at some point in the future I were to write down a proper ranking system, a proper countdown rank thingamabob for my favorite and least favorite, all the creature collector games that I have played. And we would do a stream about them, talk about them. Because I'm pretty sure there is some crossover appeal in there, games you played as well. So yes, I would have to work on it, and there's quite a few games I've played over the years. And obviously, it's going to be limited to the games I have personally played. So don't expect Invisimals in it.
Fair enough.
Anybody remembers Invisimals for the PlayStation Portable?
Oh, is it?
Invisimals. Okay, so basically that was Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go existed on the PlayStation Portable. In many ways. It was a hardware gimmick that was ambitious, but the technology was not there yet for it to work well. But yes, I played a lot of these games, obviously a couple of Pokemon, obviously, a myriad of indie games that try to emulate or revolutionize the concept of Pokemon. There's Digimon, there's a Persona or Shin Megami Tensei game in there, and yes, those totally count as creature collector by the very definition that you collect creatures that either fight for you or become your superpowers. Those definitely count. And I don't have a high opinion of either series, if I'm being honest, but I'll try to be respectful to a degree.
Technically wasn't Bomberman one of those, because, like, the Carabons that you, like, collected would then give you, like, power-ups. Kind of like...
There has to be a limit to and a more rigid definition of what would count as creature collector. Does the gameplay revolve around the capturing or taming creatures, which would then...
it's more that you collect them.
Recruiting, collecting, taming, recruiting, befriending, fusing... I haven't played that one, so it wouldn't figure in my rank. No, I haven't, and it wouldn't figure in my ranking list. Again, it's a very personal ranking list, and of course, as the years go by and I play more games of this genre, more games will be added into it. But I figure I might as well make one for all the games I have played, finished, or completed up to this point. Because, as it turns out, I am highly opinionated on the genre, and as it also turns out, I enjoyed it quite a bit. To my surprise.
Well, Bomberman Tournament was an interesting one. Like, there were like these little creatures that were clearly just like a Pokemon ripoff because it was big at the time. But they were called Carabons.
At the time, she says.
At the time, it was the style at the time was ripping off Pokemon. But it was...
You know, by that logic, Yu-Gi-Oh is a knockoff of Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna with that. But no, so like you're doing everything that Bomberman does, right? You're setting your bombs and you're looking around. You're looking for trouble. But along the way, you know, you'd run into these Carabon and you'd kind of recruit them and stuff. But they would never like come up in the main gameplay. You could take them to like this boxing fight place thing where you could fight them and stuff.
Okay. So actually, I have decided that counts because you are collecting monsters and they're all different monsters, and they have their own gameplay segment for that, and you level them up. I decided that counts even if it's a game within a game, because I am definitely counting a certain mini game within the latest Yakuza game, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
You know, like the neat thing about them was you know, in the same way that HMs, like if you teach HMs to a Pokemon, like the key. Well, yeah, no, HMs, were they not TMs? They were like key abilities that helped you get around the world, right? So with Carbon, it was the actual Carbon themselves. So I remember, for example, there's this one Carbon that's kind of like, it's like a dolphin with like a jewel in its head. And
Yes.
when you recruited him, then suddenly, if you had that Carbon equipped, you could see hidden passages, because that was like its special ability, right? But here's a really neat thing that I think it was a mechanic that was kind of slept on in the game, and I wish they'd done more with it, was fusion. So there were places in the game where you could take two Carbon that you got, put one in one chamber, one in the other, and see what you get. And I would love a game that was like that. That was just like maybe you just had maybe about 6 like different base like things, right? And then you just get to do chemistry with like your
sounds good,
right? And like it doesn't sound like a lot, like just 6 base, like creatures, but that results in a lot of permutations. Plus, like, say if you got 2 of the same creature and put them together, you just get a bigger version of them, right? But obviously 1 less monster.
Yes. It's the same. It's the mechanic that was introduced in the Shin Megami Tensei series, all the way back to the very first Shin Megami Tensei. Yes, Shin Megami Tensei, and also the older version of that series, which is regular Megami Tensei, is the series that basically invented the concept of a creature collector RPG. Well, technically that and the very important and very, 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 very hard 4th game in the Wizardry series.
Right. So wait, in that game, did you do what I was just saying, where you take different critters and you use them together, like Steven?
You can do that. To my knowledge, you can do that since the very first Shin Megami Tensei. You can fuse 2 different creatures together, and you get a 3rd new creature, a 3rd new monster or partner, and whatnot. And that technique, that mechanic, will be refined with future installments of the game. And you can do that also in Persona.
Do you get to keep the 2 originals, though? Or...
No, they are gone. They are gone into the new one.
The new one, they get Neelixed. No, Tuvix. Did you ever watch Star Trek Voyager?
Sure.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh.
But I know. No. But I have never had any interest in Star Trek, if I'm being brutally honest. I might have caught a couple of episodes from the original series, but that's about it. Oh, and I watched the Star Trek films.
Okay, so in Star Trek Voyager, it's like a classic of Trekkie knowledge, Tuvix. Like, everybody know about Tuvix. The idea behind it is, transporters and whatnot, right? It dematerializes you. When they're rematerializing and so being sent back to the ship, they come with this weird plant that is known to have morphogenic properties and stuff, and that messes with the data pattern on the transport, and it basically fuses these 2 characters, Neelix and Tuvok, into Tuvix. But then you've got that's just the setup of the episode, right? The main episode is deciding what do you do with this individual, right? Because yes, they're better than the sum of their parts.
Okay.
Right? They've got all the strengths of both the people. But Tuvix had a partner.
Yes, but who they are as a person remains to be seen.
Well
yes, but also that brings forth a few more questions about personhood and individualism. And is this one person or 2 people together sharing the same body? Did science fiction create is this a science fictional interpretation of the ID?
I'm gonna meet Automaton. I'm gonna explain Tuvix. Anyway, the big ethical conundrum, right, is that pretty much everybody agrees. It's like, okay, these two have to, like, we've got the technology to re-separate them. We probably need to bring back the original crew members because it's like they died or something. But Tuvix is like, I don't want to die. And then Janeway's like, well, look, Tuvix, get in the fucking transport. And then she just kills someone, and that's how it happens. Because remember, there are 3 ways to do things, right? There's the right way, the wrong way, and the Captain Janeway.
Okay, it sounds like you have opinions about this Captain Jane.
No, I do like her. Like the actress is she's bonkers. But like the character of Janeway, she's like space mom. The whole idea of Voyager is that they're flung way across the galaxy, like ridiculously far, and they have to make it all the way home the long way. And Janeway was like, no, I need Neelix to make me a coffee. No, it's but yeah, no, and basically that
sounds like a space Karen to me.
Well, I mean, her role in it is basically just to keep them all from going insane. It's like, and how long is it going to take to get back to Earth? About 70 years? Okay. And that's kind of the setup for Voyager.
I sure hope they have enough video games.
Well, it's like Digimon Season 1. Like, all the arcs are that we're trying not to die arc.
Oh, well, essentially.
Like, there's none of this, like, you know,
I see.
In the first series of cruising, you know, around the galaxy, or in Next Gen where they're cruising around the galaxy, or like with them Discovery where they're cruising around the galaxy. No. Voyager is the Borg will probably kill us this week, and we need to figure out how we're not gonna die. And all the while, Captain Janeway be there drinking a cup of coffee. She likes coffee.
Alright then. That seems fun.
It's a good series.
I remember an episode from the original Star Trek series in which, well, to put it bluntly, William Shatner gets to go crazy with the acting. Because there is this woman that they unfreeze somewhere, and she takes control of his body and mind.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yes, and that gives an excuse to William Shatner to start acting like he's a asylum escapee, and that's actually so much fun to watch.
That happens a lot more than you think.
Yes, I mean, yes. I think the primary appeal of watching the original Star Trek is just watching the capital A actors act as if there is no tomorrow, and by gosh, William Shatner is dead set on stealing everyone's thunder.
Well, this is the thing. My grandma was
which is hard to do because Leonard Nimoy is also there.
When my grandma
yes.
was still alive, we watched 2 shows together. We watched Murder, She Wrote, and we watched Star Trek, the original series.
Of course, Murder, She Wrote. Of course.
And
I watched more episodes of Murder, She Wrote than I watched the Star Trek, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, you know, with the Star Trek thing, that always struck me as a little bit odd because, you know, I'd be like, oh, so you enjoying the sci-fi concepts, Grandma? And she's like, the what? And it's like, oh no, she's watching it for other reasons. And this is pre-transphobe days, Meets Automaton, when William Shatner was just an actor wearing a girdle, and doing vocal spoken word versions of rap, of Rocket Man. But Murder, She Wrote was the other one that we loved watching as well. But I love the tonal inconsistency of, like, there would have been a murder in, where was it, Cabot Cove? Was that the name of the place?
What I remember about Murder, She Wrote, and it's been several
like,
decades
it'd be
since
like
I watched it last.
It'd be like a gruesome death or something. It's like, oh my god,
Okay,
this one
yes.
sticks
What
so
I remembered
filthy.
about it is,
And then
I
the theme
remember,
would start playing with the
I remember how the earlier episodes were about. I remember the earlier episodes of the show were more of an anthology crime-solving series, wherein the actress, her name was Angela something. Do you remember the name of the actress?
What? Who played Jessica
Angela.
Fletcher?
Yes, Angela something. Help me out,
Oh,
chat.
we did it during the Columbo Zone period. Remember,
Yes,
there was
Angela. Let's call her Angela for now. The earlier episodes of the show,
Lansbury. Meets Automaton.
Angela Lansbury, the earlier episodes of the show, she wasn't really the main character as much as she was the writer who would be in the conceit of each episode, writing the mystery that would be shown in the episode. She was basically presenting the show a la Alfred Hitchcock or Rod Sterling. It is only later on that she became protagonist of her own murder mysteries. She basically evolved into a Miss Marble. But yes, the earlier episodes of the show were meant as a anthology of episodes, a la Alfred Hitchcock Presents or The Twilight Zone, but specifically for middle class giallo, if you will. I primarily remember Angela Lansbury for her leading role in that one Disney classic with broomstick and bedstones. Bedknobs and broomsticks. That's the one, yes.
Gotta get all them Germanic compound words in there.
She is a delight as an actress and also as a person. She was a delight. She passed away a couple of years ago, but she was over 90 years old by that point.
Okay.
She will be missed. She was a real one.
So.
Oh, by the way, Melody, I forgot to tell you this.
Yeah.
I forgot to let you know that I have been able to watch the stream for about 10 minutes now.
Oh. I was about to say we'll call it early.
No, I'm seeing what you're doing right now. I see you are about to engage with your favorite aspect of the game, which is to say, free actions, baby. Free actions. Hooray.
I want to go to bed.
Well, I mean, if you want to stop earlier, that's up to you. Nobody's forcing you. She's actually going to bed live on stream, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Get it. Live Numemon reaction to Melody going to bed. Live on stream. Are you now? Are you now?
I literally did get on my bed. It was getting
Yes. I heard you going to bed.
I have to do this.
But like I said, if you don't want to do this anymore, nobody's forcing you. Honestly, this is more of an excuse to just hang around with a friend, having a video game as a background for our podcast, which this has effectively become. Oh, and speaking of which, I wanted to talk to you about something here. I've seen those sketches and drawings you have posted in our server.
Oh yeah, should I bring them up on stream?
Yes, please. Please do, because those are very good drawings and I would love to celebrate them with you. So, a couple of more than a couple weeks ago by this point. Some of you might recall that we had a chat about a hypothetical world of creatures and monsters and humans. Something inspired.
It didn't come up with names.
Something inspired by his dark materials, effectively.
Yeah, so like the creatures would be manifestations of your soul.
Soul monsters. Yeah. We have decided that was going to be the working title. Soul monsters.
I think Halu came up with some idea that sounded quite nice, which was like the basis was in Greek or something for breath. Pneuma something. Because pneuma has like more than one meaning. Like it has the meaning of like breath, of like life essence, of like it. And there was a Japanese word as well for like the spirit of a person that inhabits. Like there's different kinds of spirit. Kami, I think.
Kami is Japanese for God.
That wasn't it then. What was it? Something. But like there's different categories, right? Like there's spirits of objects and things, the spirits of people and
Yes.
What
yes.
What was the term for the spirits of people?
In Japanese folklore, there is an umbrella term for all kinds of spirits and monsters, which is yokai. But like I said, that's the more generic umbrella term. I don't recall all the individual names for the ghost types. But yes, there are ghosts of objects and ghosts of people, ghostly animals, shapeshifters.
But yeah, so it'd be like a manifestation of your soul. I didn't come up with names for all of them yet. So I don't know. Like
let's see them all.
There's this one, which is quite nice. Oh, can you not see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Oh,
I was seeing it fine.
So
yes.
Did a squid thingy.
So okay. So I see the little beak, the tentacle hairs, the tentacles, the little beak. It looks quite angry or crossed.
Bakemono are the ones that are.
Okay. I think I can help you with that then.
The Nikomata.
So the Nikomata is a spirit, a cat spirit.
Alright.
It usually has it is usually characterized by two tails and flames of fire and whatnot. Not to be confused with the Bakeneko. Not to be confused with the Bakeneko, which literally means monster cat, and that's the evil version of that.
But okay, so say this was someone's soul monster. Who is this person that has a soul monster that looks like this?
Okay, there can be. I have a joke answer and a serious answer. The joke answer is a pervert who likes hentai.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. The serious answer is a master manipulator. Yeah, because it has its tentacles. It has its many arms and tentacles into several different branches, into several different places, which means he's controlling several different people.
Yeah,
right?
Like maybe a hacker or something.
No, that would be too easy, too obvious if you ask me. I actually want to avoid obvious metaphors here, or at least I want to avoid metaphors that are too obvious, because it would be easy and tempting to give all the cops a pig persona, but I want to do something a bit more interesting with that. I want to give all the people in positions of authority, a prey bird, a hawk or hawk adjacent creature that becomes far more monstrous and far more imposing the more power they have and the more they exercise that power for oppression. Basically, it's a very obvious Nazi analogy, but I think it's
like
potentially.
a lot of military institutions default to evil, like under fear of power.
Well, I was referring specifically to the fact that the hawk was the animal symbol of the Nazi regime.
Yeah.
It was quite literally part of its iconography.
Okay, this one. I'm thinking.
What is that creature supposed to be, by the way?
Don't know, but isn't it neat?
Honestly, isn't it neat is a very valid way to establish a character design. And you first design it and then you decide what can we do with that. I find that agreeable. Just exercise your imagination. The rest will fall into place with time.
I like that you can't quite tell where like the costume begins and she ends. That's kind of neat as well. Like what
so this
part of her face
this little creature doesn't. In fact, I think we shouldn't be limited by specific real life animals when it comes to portraying these soul monsters. The human soul is complex and multi-layered, even if the person themselves appears to be a simpleton. So many emotions and thoughts and feelings and life being lived would add to the rich tapestry of one's own soul, so to speak. And it makes sense if the creature is cute but unrecognizable, such as this. Yeah. I would argue that this is a small creature in stature. It is a small creature that we can interpret it in two ways. It reflects how the person feels about themselves, and or how the person is. Because if, say, the person in which the person
I'm getting like paranoia vibes with all the eyeballs.
I am getting anxiety, low self-esteem vibes personally. We have a person who has a low self-esteem, and there's the soul monster, which is a small yet spunky little gremlin who tries to cheer them up. Because deep down, this person wants to feel better about themselves. And if this person is a main character, then this little creature will, the conclusion of that arc will have, that's the conclusion of the arc that this person will have, the little creature will become big, large, and strong.
Now, this one, I'm feeling protagonist energy.
Okay, I can see the JoJo reference. I can see the JoJo reference right off the bat. Yo, you're approaching me. So, I think this creature that we just discussed would fit well with a person with low self-esteem, and they would try to cheer them up and be frustrated at them. I would imagine a personality more similar to that of Jellymon, if you ask me. Now this is clearly you, Melody.
Yeah.
This must be the soul monster of your self-insert character in the potential story, which, as we established, would be the aunt that's taking care of the protagonist.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
She's a wholesome, lazy sort who enjoys cookies.
Yes.
Yes. I would like to highlight a contrast at this point with the owner of said soul monster, because your character would be a well-read, very intelligent, emotionally clever individual. The monster will be a lazy sort who eats cookies and kind of reveals the cute secret side of this character, in that she enjoys doing those things, but she pretends most of the times to be above it. But when nobody's looking, she's a slob. What do you think about that?
Yeah, this one actually.
Okay. What is this Digimon? What is Digimon doing in my Soul Monsters melody?
This one was actually kind of requested. So like, Hello is kind of in a so like dark kind of point and stuff, and somehow Soul Monsters came up, and I was like, what would your Soul Monster be right now? It's just like, I don't know, like a snake lady with like demon wings or something. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so in that case, that actually brings me to a good idea, and that is cameos.
And
that is, we could feel the
kind of thing. So
we could feel
like
the if we are discussing evolutions, I think that's something that should come up later, because we would have to find a way to implement them in a way that makes sense to the plot.
Well, no, because I think like people's personalities change and stuff. Right, so
yes, that too. I think that if you, like I said, if a person comes to yes, if a person comes to an epiphany about themselves, then the soul reflects that as well. But I think that makes the concept of evolving a little bit more moot, because we are constantly changing, and the soul shape shifts with us. I don't think the soul monster should be limited to just one form. I think they should have several forms they change into all the times. It is a fluid kind of existence.
Why stop at ripping off
right?
a little bit of Digimon? Let's rip off all the Digimon.
No.
But
I was not thinking of Digimon when I said that. But okay, yes. So
like,
that's.
I really like the idea of like dark evolutions of a person's personality.
Also, I might add, for our higher tier patrons, we can add your favorite Soul Sona and your OC into our story as background characters. I mean, you technically can.
I've heard of it being done. But yeah.
Melody, I've noticed, Melody, you already are a comic artist. So what if you were to experiment with this idea with a few strips, just to see what comes out of it?
I mean, Helena was looking to do a project with me on Saturdays and stuff. We kind of got a little sidetracked this Saturday. It was just a Renegade stream.
I remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I can throw something together. What I don't want to do is I don't want to make it like a really formal kind of project thing, because I have a habit of letting those things.
No, that's what I said. That's why just to create a few free-form strips, the same way you've been doing thus far. And I think over time, the more you make, the more this will coalesce into something of a well-realized world. But
digivolve, you might say.
Sure. Just this. Let's keep things simple for now. If you have an idea, just draw it, and then que sera sera.
I thought that it was a pretty cool design. What is it meant to be? I don't know. Anyway,
that's lovely. Honestly,
I should probably go to bed. Oh, I've got breakfast club in the morning.
Okay, so we're not playing any more Digimon. I understand.
I think so.
And we're not watching unusual memes because you watched them yesterday, you traitor.
That's true. I've probably watched all the unusual memes. I'm gonna be careful that I don't exhaust the supply. Anyway, thank you for coming to the stream, you two. Hopefully we get more in the future. I'll try putting out more streams. I'll try doing more of this. I'll keep you updated on whether my plans.
Yes, remember you have a. Hold on. Let's do a bit of plugging here. You have a Discord, server. Yes, you do. What's its name?
Melody's Crimbus server.
Yes, you should put a link in the chat. Maybe use a bot for it.
Where's Crimbus?
You also have a Blue Sky.
Oh yeah, Melody.
She also has a Blue Sky.
Yeah.
She's Melly on Blue Sky. Check her out.
Yeah. I've got a
I
account.
I myself. I myself have a Blue Sky. I also have a Tumblr. Oh, it's the same name I have everywhere else, Madhog Die Master. I have a YouTube channel. Plug your YouTube channel, Melody.
I don't know, because I got 2 YouTube channels, right? You can go on MellyTubal, there's a bunch of stuff there. There's my second channel.
Plug them both. You want to plug. You have a channel where you upload raw, whole streams, and another one. And also, you have a channel where you upload edited episodes.
Yes.
Right?
Kind of. I kind of uploaded edited one to the raw ones. Okay. So it's.
Look at that! Look, everybody! It has a fancy schmancy thumbnail and everything.
Yeah, look for Melody Dickens on YouTube. There's stuff on there.
Yes. And I just love the idea that you have adopted Dr. Phosphorus as the canonical name of that character, even though it was a one-time joke, meaningless at that. And Dr. Phosphorus is a character from the DC comics.
You got Jack Dexter Part 1 with a hello. You got Saints Row with a hello. Possibly Digimon with that. When I steal his video. Right.
And by the way, chat, the edited down versions of our digital Digimon Survive streams, they are edited by me and they will be uploaded on my YouTube channel. That's my comment that I left for you. In which I express my worry for your health.
That's right. It's good though. Anyway, yeah, this is made for kids. This is definitely not made for kids.
Melody, don't just showcase willy-nilly your private dashboard for your channel content on stream.
I haven't got anything that talks to me. But anyway, thank you so much for coming to the stream, everybody. I will see you all next time. And
yes, that.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
We'll see you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.